Okay, first of all, Tesla semi-truck is about to drop. Did I get your attention? Yes, I probably did. But I want to go ahead and talk about this, and I really think that the electric semi-truck era is about to begin, okay? Because now we've heard that Tesla, the electric semi-truck, has received the green light from the EPA to begin deliveries. Yes, you heard that correctly. The green light from the what am I saying? The EPA has now been given over, and the semi-truck is about to launch. Now, we've been looking at a launch date of December 1st for a couple of months now. December 1st, I know it seems crazy. It's actually only about a month away. Yeah, it is. Wild, right? But anyway, that is getting super close, and a lot of people have been saying, well, how are you going to do that, Tesla? You know, how are you going to launch that truck if it's not approved yet? Well, now it actually is. And here's the thing. Teslarati got a comment from the EPA about this, so it's not some hearsay, it's not some guess, it's not some random conjecture. This is something that we're really looking at. And the EPA did confirm that the 2023 Tesla semi-truck has been granted a quote-unquote certificate of conformity. Okay, apparently I can't talk. And that was granted on the 29th of September. Now, that will expire on the 31st of December of 2023. Yeah, did I scare you? You probably thought I was going to say 2022. Well, there you go. It's 2023 instead. Gives Tesla the year that they need to obviously recertify all that stuff, but it more importantly shows us that the Tesla electric semi can start shipping very, very soon. And again, not conjecture, not random, postulation. This is the beginning of a new era, okay? And if this can reach volume production, which, by the way, it's going to need a lot of batteries, it's going to be a game changer, okay? And that's a great way to start the day. How could we get better than that? Well, here's an update that we got to talk about now. According to Reuters and Teslarati, Tesla is now looking to grow its employee headcount, or its headcount, I should say, again, employee, anyway, different meanings there, but in every area of the company. So according to Reuters, Tesla started to boost job postings overall. In 2022, they saw a peak of over 7,400 job postings in May, okay, from May. So that is, again, huge. And if we're looking at the world economy contracting and having issues and just having a rough time, well, Tesla oftentimes has performed its best during downturns, okay? So again, that is a great sign that the company is still going to be pushing forward, is still going to be saying, well, we can deliver, we can get there. It doesn't matter if the economy is rough. It doesn't matter. This is still, I think, one of the most impressive companies when it comes down to growth at this size. The company's size is immense, okay? And the growth is still really impressive. So anyway, with that being said, guys, now let's go ahead. Let's move on to a quick update that not quite as exciting, but stay tuned. I'm going to talk about it for about 5-10 seconds. The largest ever electric school bus fleet has been launched in Maryland. Launched, is that the right term? Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, I really can't complain about that too much. I mean, when I was a kid, school buses smelled terrible. The fuel was just awful. So yeah, I mean that's certainly noteworthy there. They're definitely working on making that more of a priority, making sure kids don't have to basically, breathe in that nasty air, huff diesel fumes before they get on the bus. That's not a huge deal, but yeah, I mean, if I didn't have to go through that as a kid, I would not mind. Anyway, with that being said, guys, now let's move on to an update also from a very obvious sort of update that I want to talk about. RJ Scaringe of Rivian has now said that the company will focus on driver assist before complete autonomy. Now, I'm going to be honest with all of you guys, that's... in my opinion, it seems pretty obvious. I mean, yeah, it's kind of natural that driver assistance programs would come before complete autonomy. Even Tesla did the same thing and then kind of introduced full self-driving as the beta that we know it as nowadays a little bit later on. So, yeah, I mean, starting with driver assistance, That makes a lot of sense, right? So anyway, yeah, that's, oh, something just fell off my desk. I apologize for that. I don't know if you guys heard that at all, but yeah, anyway, didn't mean to scare you if you did. Yeah, anyway, RJ Scaringe, driver assistance is gonna happen. Yeah, of course. I mean, not a surprise there at all. Guys, let's move on to an update, an upgrade, if you will, that you're not gonna want to miss an update on, for a parcel shelf, okay? Now, I don't mean to go all Newman on you, but the mail never stops, right? And so, having a parcel shelf in a vehicle can be a pretty helpful thing. Now, according to, actually, let's take a look here. Drive Tesla Canada, a parcel shelf, what am I saying? Parcel shelf, not a chef that makes parcels, has now been added as an option to Model Ys. Now, again, it's also known as a cargo cover, but here's the thing. It actually looks pretty robust. I don't know if you could put stuff on this, but it does kind of look like a shelf, more so than just a regular cargo cover. I know a lot of cargo covers recently have been like super flimsy, and it actually looks really substantial. So anyway, looks very nice. Don't know if you're supposed to put packages on it, but anyway, that was my sort of take on the subject. And yeah, I mean, again, it adds functionality. I would call this really a sort of glorified cargo cover. Not something I'm going to talk about too much, but yeah, guys, let's move on now. Let's talk about Idra, or Idra, however you want to say it. The Idra Gigapress has now been shipped out to Gigafactory, Texas. Now, this, my friends, is the 9,000-ton Idra Gigapress, okay? This is not some small, insignificant press. Now, no, that's not what it weighs. That's its pressing potential. Let's get that clear right now. And this is what we've heard before is going to be used to make the Cybertruck. So when we're talking about Cybertrucks, it's kind of a necessary step. It's kind of a necessary thing that we need to see happen before that truck is actually made. So, when it comes down to it, I think they actually started packing it up a while ago, but it seems like now it's going to be showing up at the factory, and it's a fantastic thing, okay? This is what is going to enable the Cybertruck, that beast of a machine made out of stainless steel, right? I mean, come on, it's just so wild. You need different machinery to make that. It's not a normal vehicle, so you've got to have something that's a little weird, a little unusual, but you know what? This is going to get that job done, and that's going to be great. So anyway, yeah, for all the people saying, when's the Cybertruck going to happen? Why don't we see the Cybertruck yet? And it's so funny. I feel like I hear people say that all the time. Is the Cybertruck ever going to exist? Is it something that's going to happen? Well, it's not going to be instantaneous. You know, a company is not going to announce something so different and then start building it the next day. They're going to start developing it and working on how they can build it. But you know, it's not gonna be instant. It's not gonna be instant. So that's also noteworthy there. The Cybertruck should be underway. I still want to say 2024 is a strong potential outlook. It could take longer. You know, I want to emphasize that as well. Would I like to see the Cybertruck shipping in 2023? Yeah, I absolutely would. Do I think we're realistically going to see that? Well, I don't know yet. I don't know. Of course, only time will tell, and it's going to take a while. You know, Cybertruck's going to take time. It's totally different. It's not a normal vehicle, you know? I mean, if you were making like a new generation Model 3, like we saw with the Model S, Model X, especially the Plaid variants, yeah, those didn't take that long to get the factories tooled up for them and ready to go because they were different, but they were more like building on a platform that was already there. A Cybertruck isn't like that. So anyway, that's a big, big, big clue. And I think this is making it look pretty likely. And I'm going to say right now, this is my speculation, okay? So keep that in mind. This is my speculation. the Cybertruck, I think, could happen in late 2023. Now, again, we'll have to wait and see. But with this starting to get there and with this really starting to pick up and Tesla's hiring efforts starting to just go off the charts, I'm starting to think that maybe there's a goal here to get the Cybertruck out maybe a little early. Is it going to happen? Oh, we don't know. Again, we just do not know. But anyway, there's an update for all of you Cybertruck fans. That's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. And guys, Elon Musk pulling out all the stops, getting the Cybertruck out there. Our man is pulling through, right? No surprise. He loves this truck. He loves it. It's weird. It's different. It's unusual. Yes, but it's bold. It's brilliant. It's durable. I've had dreams about the Cybertruck, okay? I have. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not. I know you guys. I know some of you have. But anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about an update for Lucid. Now, Lucid has confirmed as of this morning that it has launched an in-home or at-home charging station for its electric vehicles. It's fine. I'm not really going to be all that concerned about that. It's kind of expected with an EV company, so it's really not all that wild. Good, I guess, to get more infrastructure out there. And, people are probably going to feel more comfortable going with a product made by a brand that made the car that they're driving. So, it's going to help some people feel more relaxed. Feel more relaxed. Can't talk anymore. My voice is done. It's gone away. And I don't know what kind of accent this is. Anyway, Elon Musk has been snubbed by Pete Buttigieg. Now I know you're all stunned. I know you're all so surprised, right? I know I can hear all of you just saying, what do you mean? He's been snubbed by Pete Buttigieg? Well, yeah, no surprise, okay? Again, Elon Musk hasn't seen a whole lot of love from the current administration, and that trend is continuing. Pete Buttigieg has now confirmed that the Hyperloop concept from Elon Musk is interesting, but it's not going to be explored using the government's dime. Now, here's my take on this, right? Here's my honest take on this. This is one of the least expensive means of building infrastructure once it's fully developed. Is it fully developed right now? No, it's not. But once that tunneling technology is very advanced, and once we see the whole system coming together, I do actually think it's going to be very, very inexpensive. So anyway, yeah, I'm not surprised. I think that for a government entity, it's a little too futuristic, a little too efficient, okay? Now anyway, it's not bureaucratic enough. Anyway, we know the government has been supportive of, for example, Starlink, to a certain extent. But yeah, Elon Musk, he gets, I feel like, so little appreciation. And this administration hasn't been kind to him. So why would they start now? I think it's always good to remain hopeful and to say, well, I hope that maybe they turn over a new leaf and maybe at some point they're willing to accept Elon Musk's ideas and really think about them. But is that going to happen right now? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it's going to happen in the next year. I think maybe the next administration, maybe they could start taking Musk more seriously. But is it happening now? No. Anyway, before I drone on about that for the next half hour, let's move on and let's talk about the GMC Sierra EV coming at you from the same company whose current truck, the GMC Hummer EV, has been, first of all, in extremely short supply and has been extraordinarily expensive. Will we see the same thing for a GMC Sierra EV? Now, here's the thing. The truck is apparently no longer available. Wow, I'm so surprised. Because it's not like we've seen this with like every other new car. And it's funny because I remember car companies used to look at Elon Musk's model where cars could be pre-ordered and they used to say, well, you can't do that. That's not fair. Well, now they all do it. Okay. And It's not a bad idea. I just wish that if they're going to make them on a pre-order basis, they could just leave the pre-orders open. I mean, it's weird how pre-orders are selling out. Does that make sense to anybody? I think a lot of you will agree. Anyway, I'm also seeing indications that this could cost $100,000. I need to look that up because I don't know. Let's take a quick look at that. Sierra EV, the Denali 1 edition looks like it's going to be over 100 grand. Denali edition 1. So, yeah. Oh man, how many people are even going to be able to get these? That's a real question. That's a good question. Wow. All right. Anyway, moving on to the next piece of news because after seeing that price, I don't think I care as much anymore. Let's move on. Let's talk about an update for Elon Musk and Mexico. Now, this is pretty early on. I want to clarify that right now as well. And I think that, again, it's important to understand that this could take some time. But now, according to Reuters, and of course, there's a loud vehicle outside right now, naturally. How could there not be? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but according to Reuters, Elon Musk is now apparently interested in Santa Catalina, which is on the outskirts of Monterrey, could be for manufacturing. He met with local officials in the area and could be looking to invest. Now, this is already pretty close to Gigafactory, Texas. Does it mean another Gigafactory would be here? Well, I don't know. But this could be a good, solid supply chain opportunity for Musk to go ahead and get started. Anyway, I want to make sure you guys don't fall asleep when I'm recording this. And no, I'm not going to drop something off of my desk again. I just kind of bumped. I have a lot of stuff on my desk right now. Sometimes I bump something, it just kind of flies. Anyway, let's talk about Tesla stock. Tesla stock today up by over 5% to close the day. 5.29%. After hours, it's down by 1.07%. Volume higher than average, 95.649 million shares. Market cap, $702 billion. So anyway, quick update there. I'm going to keep an eye on that as the week continues. I don't think any of you would be surprised by that at all. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I gotta say, you guys really, I love talking about this stuff. And it's fun to talk about. So anyway, guys, thank you. Have a great one. Adios.